Beyond, this is your new speedrun for February 21st, 2014. Let's get started. So Irrational Games is kind of winding down. They only have 15 people right now. They've went through a lot of layoffs, basically laying off pretty much everybody besides 15 people. And Ken Levine said that they're basically going to be focusing only on digital releases from now on. It's going to be different things. The Bioshock franchise is now in 2K's hands, so they can do whatever they want with it. Of course, this isn't very good for the people who got laid off, but for Ken Levine, it's great because this means he can focus on delivering what he wants without having to have any of that padding and fat stuff that you kind of found in Bioshock Infinite with the parts that weren't that great. Now, Twitch Plays Pokemon is an amazing thing that's happening. Basically, the gist of it is that there's a Twitch live stream of Pokemon Red that you watch, and on the comments section, if you type in up, he will go up in the actual game. So you control it through the comments. And now, of course, this is great because lots and lots of people are actually watching this and all trying to control him at the same time. So it makes this crazy thing. Now, there are certain pieces of lore and mythology that have come from this that are amazing. The most amazing thing basically being the Helix fossil, which has taken on the magic conch-like thing from the SpongeBob episode. It's basically like that, because there is a parts frequently where he will be checking the key items because the players are just pressing A, start, B, and all that other stuff, and he'll keep checking and trying to use the Helix fossil, but he can't because it's a key item. You can't use it until you get to Cinnabar Island and you can revive that ancient Pokemon thing. So there's a lot of stuff coming from that. The False Prophet is apparently the Eevee who evolved into Flareon. The False God is the other ancient Pokemon fossil that you haven't chosen. And so it's just an amazing thing. You should go watch it. It's been like 8 days now that it's been going on, and these people just recently beat Giovanni from Team Rocket. It took them about 2 days to actually beat him from entering the Pokemon Rocket, whatever they're called, Team Rocket, their little secret hideout thing, and actually getting through all that and then beating Giovanni at the end. So it's amazing how these guys have progressed, even though they released their starter a few days ago. Now, the Order 1886 had a few previews go up. Apparently it has some technical issues, but that doesn't stop it from being a very unique third-person shooter that's coming out, even if the gameplay is kind of generic. The mythology behind it looks pretty cool. I'm not super excited for that game, and I doubt it's coming out this year. PlayStation 4 has sold 5.4 million copies, and that's amazing because it hasn't even launched in Japan yet. That's going to be happening tomorrow, February 22nd. It's also amazing because a year ago we didn't even know the PlayStation 4 existed until yesterday, but now we know that it's out, and it's going to be out in every major starting tomorrow. So that's great. Chroma is a game from Harmonix. They're co-developing it with Counter-Strike Go developers. I forget their name, I didn't write it down. But anyway, they're basically making this first-person shooter that's all about the music. It's all about the rhythm. It's about the beat. It's about your heart beating to the rhythm. Do you hear the people sing?
Do you hear the people sing?
But it's basically this thing to where it's a class system. It's an online multiplayer system to where you get certain boosts, damage output, or health bonuses and stuff like that, generic type stuff. You basically get them by performing certain actions on an upbeat or a downbeat or during certain parts of the song that's unique to each map. Looks really cool, kind of confusing to understand, but it sounds very unique. Titanfall is an open beta, so now if you have an Xbox One, you can go download it now. If you registered for the PC version, you now have access to it, so that's great. I'm very jealous of everybody who's participating in that. Disgaea 4, A Promise Revisited, is a upgrade of Disgaea 4, which came out on PS3 in 2011. It is now coming to Vita, and it'll be out this summer. It'll come with all the DLC that was for Disgaea 4, so if you like Disgaea, you should definitely pick that up. Now, the PlayStation Store got updated. The standouts among them are the Assassin's Creed 4 Freedom Cry. Standalone is now out. If you don't own Assassin's Creed 4, you can now buy this by itself and play through it. I've heard good things about it. Strider also came out. It's a Metroidvania game. I'm playing that for review right now. If you're on PlayStation 4, you now have access to the Final Fantasy XIV beta, which is really cool. Gunslugs came out on Vita. That's $1.99. Pretty cheap. Looks kind of cute. Remember Me is free for PlayStation Plus members, and Rockstar is having a sale on LA Noire, Red Dead Redemption, and a bunch of other games that they've had. So if you missed out on any of those games, you can now pick them up for really cheap. Last thing, 2K has offered no update on Bioshock on Vita. This was at E3 a few years ago. Basically, Ken Levine came up with a Vita and said, we're thinking about doing something on this. We haven't heard anything about it since, and we probably never will see it. So that's kind of sad. So that's the speedrun of the news for today, this past week of February 21st. If you liked it, you can like the video, subscribe to our channel, check out the other things we're doing. You can check out my Left Behind video review. Hopefully we'll have a spoiler cast up sometime soon when my friends finish it. And so that's it. So take care and beyond.